Right now, the most recent step law enforcement agencies are taking as the search for a missing 3-year-old continues.
And if you step outside, you could feel it. The temperatures are much colder than yesterday. All the full forecast coming up.
Plus, how Wisconsin's dairy farmers are dealing with the volatile weather effects on their livestock. Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Shane Hogan. Yeah, we've been talking a lot about the weather these last few days, of course. Let's take a live look this morning to a place that has temperatures closer to what we saw yesterday. This is in Puerto Rico, about 70 degrees. That's the temps we got up to yesterday. And of course, now we are at what, like 15 degrees this morning?
14 specifically.
14 here. Jacob, why don't you tell us a little bit more about this incredible nosedive we've seen?
Yeah, they don't keep official records of the biggest temperature drop for Madison, but NWS meteorologists estimate it was around 53 degrees. And right now we're sitting at 56-degree temperature difference because we got up to 70 degrees in Madison, and right now it's at 14 degrees. So much colder today. Teens across Dane County. A few parts of our area pretty close to the single digits. Viroqua at 10 degrees, also 13 in Lone Rock, 13 down in Dubuque. So very cold temperatures right now. Also up to the north, 10 in Camp Douglas, 12 in Wisconsin Dells. And this is just the temperature change from yesterday morning. Now, obviously, the morning was colder than the afternoon. And even then, we're talking about a temperature change of up to 35 degrees. But from the afternoon hours, about 14 to 16 hours ago, temperatures are over 50 degrees colder. So a big change in temperatures, and a lot of that has to do with the change in wind directions and also the gusty winds coming out of the northwest. We're seeing wind speeds up to around 15 to 25 miles per hour. And because of that, wind chill values are actually below zero. I have to laugh just because we had 70-degree temperatures. So in terms of the feels like temperatures, we're talking about a 60 to 70-degree temperature drop. So quite extreme. The good news is that we're not going to see much precipitation as the snow is clear out of our area, and we're going to see sunshine throughout the day, but temperatures are only going to peak in the 20s. I'll have more on when the temperatures will warm up coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Jacob, thank you. A former supervisor at a Madison school for disabled children is charged in the sexual assault of a student. 29-year-old Jessica Kelbill was a special ed supervisor at the Richardson School during the time of the alleged incidents. Back in December, police received a tip about Kelbill having a sexual relationship with the student for a year and a half. Her first court appearance is scheduled for next Thursday. A man is facing charges after allegedly yelling racial slurs and threatening people in downtown Madison. Officers responded to Wes Gilman at about 8 o'clock Sunday night. When they arrived, they found the man walking away from the area. Police then arrested him and took him into the Dane County Jail. MPD says its hate crime task force is aware of the incident. This morning, the trial for one of the two men charged in a deadly shooting in Madison is entering its second day. Devontae Gafford is charged with first-degree murder and having a gun as a convicted felon. Prosecutors say Gafford and Mark Parks Jr. were involved in the killing of 20-year-old Devon Grant on the city's east side last summer. Gafford is pleading not guilty. The alleged killing happened back on July 13th of last year. Officers found Grant with gunshot wounds near the intersection of Milwaukee Street and Milky Way. He died later at the hospital. Grant's mother says she saw the shooting happen. Police say they found more than 60 shell casings there at the scene. Gafford's trial is scheduled to end tomorrow. Continuing coverage now, the FBI is offering a $15,000 reward for information leading to Elijah Vu's safe return. The 3-year-old went missing just over a week ago in Two Rivers. The announcement of reward money came from law enforcement officials in Two Rivers yesterday at a press conference during which members of Elijah's family spoke.
I want everybody to continue, don't stop, just searching for my baby Elijah. We want him to be safe, my family, and we love my grandson.
Neglecting a child.
Important to note, search efforts were also expanded to the Wisconsin Dells area. Right now, Elijah's mother and a man police say is her boyfriend are charged with child neglect. Both are being held on bond. If you have any information about Elijah's whereabouts, you should call Two Rivers Police. The number there on your screen, 644-267-6648. Tomorrow is the last time you can attend a meeting on the Dane County Sheriff's Body Camera Pilot Program. The Sheriff's Office is launching the one-year program with 32 deputies, and Sheriff's Office officials say the program will help the department test body cams out while also developing future policies and guidelines on how to use them. You can bring any questions or concerns that you may have about the pilot program to the Middleton Town Hall. That's at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, happening on Old Sauk Road in Verona. To learn more about the pilot program before attending that meeting, you can find more information at the story up on channel3000.com. The City of Madison's schedule for collecting springtime yard waste is now out. Each neighborhood gets 2 curbside pickups during the spring. All scheduled set-out dates are on Sundays. Crews will circle through neighborhoods during the work week following the Sunday that's listed. You can find the specific dates. Crews will be in your area at thecityofmadison.com. In addition to yard waste collection, the city's released its brush collection schedule as well. You can find the exact dates collection will be happening in your neighborhood at cityofmadison.com/brush collection. Brush collection crews will not pick up yard waste piles, just sticks and branches. Brush has to be at least 18 inches in length and shorter than 8 feet. If you'd rather drop off your brush yourself, you can do so at the Streets Division's drop-off sites. Now, with the massive swing in temperatures from yesterday to today, farmers here in southern Wisconsin are taking extra precautions to protect their livestock. News 3 Now spoke with one dairy farmer about the risks his cattle are facing. Arman Rahman reports.
It may be hard for humans like us to acclimate to a big temperature change that we could see, but it's even harder on these little guys.
They can't go grab another layer of clothes. They can't go grab a thicker, heavier coat.
So they depend on humans like Craig Carncross
Taking them off is a lot easier than putting them all on.
to bundle them up. Carncross is a third-generation dairy farmer at Wargo Acres in Lodi.
I have not seen this kind of February weather.
It's adding a lot of extra work on his staff. They spent Tuesday evening putting jackets on the calves after spending days keeping them cool in their heavier winter coating of fur.
They're really warm. And then their body is starting to like, whoa, we got to kick this hair coat. We gotta change. And then tomorrow when it goes back to cold, then just like you and I, they're not acclimated to it.
They're also buttoning up their hutches and making sure they have enough water.
If it was really cold, they might only drink a half gallon of water a day. And now when it's hot like today, they might drink a couple gallons.
Dairy cattle are creatures of habit that like a consistent 40 to 65 degrees. Big shifts can cause newer born calves with developing immune systems to catch viruses.
Calfhood pneumonia is a great way to start diminishing their future performance. It's hard for them to recover from it. Calves are real susceptible to having permanent lifelong damage in their lungs if they pick up a case of pneumonia.
And nothing breeds pneumonia like quick changing temps and wet weather. So Carncross and his crew are left trying to prevent the worst and hope for the best.
They'll be all warm and nice and dry and roasty toasty.
Calves like these are about 2 months old, so they're old enough to handle the temperature swings a bit better, but they're still going to get their jackets on tonight. In Lodi, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Arman. Of course, these massive temperature shifts we are talking about all day long. Jacob, what else do you have for us?
Is that although we are going to see colder temperatures, we're going to see a lot of sunshine today, and the sunshine will continue for most of this week as the temperatures warm back up. I'll have the full forecast after the break.
All right, and ahead in your morning sports, more problems for the Badgers on the road. How the team lost again away from home.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear all-wheel drive, let's show the road what we've got. Snowy streets, we're coming for you. Icy grip, we're holding tight. Wintry mix, meh. Safety's the name of our game. Yours, Toyota all-wheel drive sedans.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 60 months on a stylish new 2024 Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
I'm Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too. And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
There's never been a better time for a fresh start with Feldco.
Jumpstart your home's upgrade this month with 40% off Feldco windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Warmer weather's on its way. Tackle your to-do list early and enjoy comfort and curb appeal all season long. Plus, no interest until 2025.
Let the experts at Feldco upgrade your home this season. But hurry, 40% off ends Thursday. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Welcome back at 6:12. $12 million to address the housing crisis and revitalize their downtown area at the same time. News 3 Now, Maddie Heimsch reports.
The upper floors of these businesses behind me could soon be more than underutilized storage spaces. City officials tell me there's more to downtown Beloit than what's on ground level.
The city of Beloit has an unprecedented need for housing. We need housing from affordable level housing to executive level. We hear from our residents that they are struggling to find housing that meets their needs and their budget.
Beloit's strategic communication director, Sarah Locke, told me that paired with that need for housing is a need for economic growth in downtown Beloit. The $12 million set aside by the city will go to participating downtown property owners. The city will match 50% of what property owners put towards housing developments in their unused spaces, up to $30,000.
We want to look at the space that's underutilized and have, more and more people who want to call Beloit home come live here downtown.
Locke says the developments will be mutually beneficial. Residential housing above small businesses will drive business, supporting owners and the Beloit economy overall.
We know that when residents live in their downtown, they help support the downtown, they spend their money downtown. So to help strengthen our downtown, we wanted to have additional housing placed here.
For more information on the project, visit channel3000.com. Grant applications for downtown property owners are open immediately. Reporting in Beloit, Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Maddie. Department store staple Macy's is downsizing. 150 of its underperforming stores will close over the next few years. The retailer will open more smaller versions of its other successful stores like Bloomingdale's and Blue Mercury. All of this in an effort to boost the company's stock price and sales. But consumer science experts say it's also due to a struggle among retailers with how to manage the balance between brick and mortar and online services.
That hurts a lot of employees, and it potentially hurts some of the customer experience.
Experts say this is a bet for Macy's, as it remains to be seen whether closing more than 100 stores will be the best long-term approach. Now, if you're thinking about the location at the Hilldale Shopping Center, the company has not said which stores it will close just yet, just that the closures will take place through 2026. And here's another reminder for you that you only have 2 days left to vote for your favorite local favorites here in Madison for Madison Magazine's Best of Madison. Categories include restaurants, arts and entertainment, fitness, and more. You can nominate once a day per category through tomorrow. And it's not just Madison. You can also vote for other counties as well. More details on how to vote and which counties qualify, that's available over on channel3000.com. All right, it is 6:15. Time to check in now with Jacob Montesano. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Shane. Here's a look at the 3 things you need to know moving forward. We are going to see cold temperatures today, but the warmer temperatures look to return tomorrow, and they will continue to warm up after that. So as we look at the other thing you need to know, we're going to be pretty windy, especially this morning and as we get into the afternoon and evening tomorrow with more windy conditions on Friday. Now, here's a look at your bus stop forecast. We're going to see pretty cold temperatures this morning with teens mostly across our area. It also will be windy during the morning hours, but during the afternoon, still going to be a little bit windy, not quite as bad, but temperatures are only going to warm up into the middle 20s, but we are going to see plenty of sunshine. Now, as we look at the forecast for today, cloudy skies right now, and once we see sunshine, we may continue to see the clear skies for not just tonight or tomorrow, but looking for possibly sunshine for the rest of this week. We're really not going to see any, if any, clouds really at all. And looking at the precipitation forecast, pretty much a 0% chance of precipitation for the rest of the week once the light snow we're seeing right now clears out. But as we get into Sunday night and Monday, that will be our next chance of rain, and it looks like it will mostly be in the form of rain as temperatures are will be too warm. Maybe some light snow on the back end of this system. Looking at the temperature forecast, though, as I mentioned, they're slowly going to warm up, possibly up to near 70 degrees on Sunday. But then after that system moves through, temperatures will cool off just a little bit for next week, as we'll have high temperatures near 50. So here's a look at the full 7 to 10 day forecast. As I mentioned, complete sunshine for the rest of this week, but it is going to be windy through Friday, better on Saturday. And then as we get to Sunday, possibly near 70. Looks like the rain will stay, it will hold off until we get to Sunday night. So much of Sunday will be dry, although cloudier, rain on Monday, and then we are going to see cooler temperatures for the middle of next week, but still above average as we have slight chances of rain to end the week.
Wisconsin's last 6 games on the road have not been pretty. Penn State lost. Minnesota win, that's good, but then Nebraska, Michigan, Rutgers, and Iowa, all losses. Tuesday, they were at Indiana looking to end their road game woes. Hoosiers entered with 4 straight losses. Badgers trailed by as many as 15, but battled back. John Blackwell takes it to the cup and muscles his way up for 2. That ties the game at 54, and he let them know about it. Blackwell finished with 11 off the bench, and then things got weird. Fire alarms went off at Assembly Hall, and everybody was evacuated because of smoke in an elevator. After a short break, everybody was back, and Tyler Wall went to work down low. The bucket gives Wisconsin the lead with 2:06 left, but they wouldn't score again, and Indiana closed the game on a 6-0 run. Badgers fall on the road again, 74-70. Bucks taking on the Hornets, and they have 15 wins. This is all you need to know how this one went. Dame breaks ankles and then adds insult to injury and buries a triple. He finished with 23 points. Bucks win easy, 123-85. Playoff hockey begins for the Wisconsin women this weekend when they drop the puck against St. Thomas, a team they've never lost to. The Badgers are a perfect 11-0 against them, and in their 4 wins this season, they've outscored the Tommies 20-4. But anything can happen in the postseason, so Mark Johnson has been preaching a one-game mindset this week because right now, both teams are starting fresh in the playoffs.
You're not successful this week, and then Saturday or Sunday it's over for you, and then you're going to be watching, and if you don't want to have those feelings, then you need to prepare yourself.
We all start at 0 now. We have 0 wins, 0 losses. Like, everybody's at an equal playing field, so every opponent we play is important. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like every game is a championship game. So I feel the way we approach the game is certainly different.
The final series of the regular season couldn't possibly get any bigger for Wisconsin. Take 5 of the 6 possible points against Michigan State this weekend, and the Badgers are Big Ten champs. With that comes a first-round bye and home ice in the Big Ten tournament, plus a little revenge on the Spartans. Remember, they swept the Badgers back in November, and no, Mike Hastings' squad hasn't forgotten.
We owe them one, so we're excited. We've marked this one on our calendar, and I think early on we were kind of hoping it'd come down to this weekend because it's something you wish for. And, kind of fun playing as a player.
It's exciting. They left a bad taste in our mouths back in November, and we owe them one. And I think our whole group knows what's at stake and is excited to see what we can do on Friday.
And to get you ready for their series against Michigan State, tune into this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Owen Lindmark stops by to talk all things Badgers and Spartans. Show airs at 6:30 on Friday, right here on News 3 Now. And that's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
Thank you, Zach. Still ahead, digging deeper into the wild weather we're experiencing. And coming up in our next half hour, what lawmakers in the state Senate are doing today that could put more money in victim services pockets. And as we had to break this morning, a look at gas prices, both nationally and here in the state of Wisconsin. We're back after this.
First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
This Thursday, on Leap Day, earn a 29-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $29 you spend. That's a 29-cent fuel saver for every $29. This Thursday on Leap Day, only at Hy-Vee.
Come on, Michael, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked? Well, actually, here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy! Hut! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it! 30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
For the second year in a row, Chevy Equinox has been ranked by J.D. Power #1 in new vehicle quality for compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good, right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar.
Qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
It's the final weeks of one of our biggest sales. Get this comfy reclining sofa for just $555. Great deal. Get up to 60% off list during our huge President's Sale at Slumberland. Get a gorgeous leather sofa for just $699. This rich wood storage bed for just $999. A relaxing recliner? Just $397. Hurry for the best deals, like this modern sectional for just $848. And totally free shipping. The huge President's Sale at Slumberland. Final weeks of the best time to buy.
Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they battle with the Bulls on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the Bucks head to the Windy City to tip off with their interstate rivals. It's a battle on the border. Bucks, Bulls on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 on Television Wisconsin.
This Thursday, on Leap Day, earn a 29-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $29 you spend. That's a 29-cent fuel saver for every $29. This Thursday on Leap Day, only at Hy-Vee.
All right, we're back on a Wednesday morning, taking a look at Mark's morning. Sending in this photo, he says he was out kayaking on the Sugar River and saw lots of ducks and geese. Got 2 geese here. mid-flight. Very cool shot. Hope Mark was out while it was nice and warm out there.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of kayakers today. Maybe this weekend. This weekend we'll be back to 70 possibly.
All right, looking forward to that. Thank you, Mark. You can use the hashtag MyNews3Morning. You can send them to us at our email. You can post them on Facebook. We'll find them. We love showing the My Morning photos. Yeah, Jacob, we've been talking about the weather really, these last couple of days here. We knew this big drop was coming, but kind of hard to comprehend. Yesterday, out and about, 70 degrees. I saw people out wearing their shorts, wearing their sandals, We do it any chance we get as soon as we can here in the Midwest, right? And now all of a sudden, people are going to wake up today freezing.
Yeah, it's complete different. Now, there's no official record of the biggest temperature drop within 24 hours in Madison, but meteorologists at the National Weather Service estimate it to be about 53 degrees. Jeez. We're now sitting at 57-degree temperature swing because it's 13 right now in Madison, and we got up to 70 yesterday.
That's unbelievable. I mean, these kinds of things do not happen frequently.
No, I mean, we see the temperatures drop, by like 30 or 40 degrees, about probably like a few times a winter. But once you 57 degrees, that is insane.
And especially getting all the way up to 70 in February, which is unprecedented in itself.
The first time that's ever happened in Madison, by the way.
Unbelievable. We got some nice photos here,
Yeah,
too.
this first one was sent in by Eric from Madison showing, I believe this is a sunrise. I've been trying to figure out like the difference between a sunrise and sunset. A sunrise is a little bit more colorful, but when there's no clouds, it's hard to tell. But regardless, a nice photo on the lake. I also love when the water reflects the land.
Yeah, and look how still it is too.
Yeah, right? I really enjoy that, and also I like how it's making the trees kind of look like it's the fall, even though there's no leaves. It's like there's like an orange tint. So thank you, Eric, for submitting your photo. You folks have been awesome submitting your weather photos. You can through our website. So yeah. Enjoy the cold weather. It's not going to last very long, though.
Looking forward to the warm-up. All right, stay with us, folks. We're back in just a few minutes.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Roth Cheese for Best Cheese Producer. Vote for Roth Cheese and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
Welcome to Badgerscape Design and Landscape. We offer a full range of landscaping services, from design to maintenance. Our professional team is dedicated to meeting all your landscaping needs. Call us at 608-295-1446 or visit BadgerscapeDesignAndLandscape.com.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger, and even healthier? The solution is whiter teeth. Even teeth that are just a little yellow are a problem. They rob your appearance, make you look older, and can hurt your confidence. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
My absolute favorite thing was how easy it was. It takes literally less than 5 minutes.
Power Swabs has made a really big difference in lifting the stains and making my smile more beautiful.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. And after 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Plus, unlike other whitening methods, Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It's time to discover what you've been missing. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the Power Swabs.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now for a special offer to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping. Order right now and take the Power Swabs 5-minute challenge. If your teeth aren't a full 2 shades whiter after your first application, simply return it and you'll get your money back.
News 3 Now and Vortex present The Spirit of Service, a tribute to those who've gone above and beyond in our community. Over the past few weeks, you've nominated a veteran in our community who's making a real difference. Now it's time for you to vote for the finalist. Visit channel3000.com, read their stories, and vote for the deserving finalist. The lucky winner will be announced on March 11th. The Spirit of Service Award, presented by Vortex.
This morning, campaign finance violation. Why a state leader is facing an ethics complaint after trying to oust the Assembly Speaker. Plus, a Wisconsin senator taking a stand on reproductive health care. What this means for the future of IVF. And here's your first look outside as the sun starts to rise on your Wednesday morning. The temperature's taking a nosedive on us here, Jacob.
Yeah, if you step outside, it is noticeable. Much colder this morning, but the temperatures are going to warm up pretty quickly. Now, the full forecast coming up.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us on your Wednesday morning. I'm Shane Hogan. Yeah, the weather has been the main story, of course. We've been talking about it. We've been enjoying some warm weather the last few days. People out in the sun, enjoying that warm air in whatever way we could. Now, Wisconsin even hit a record yesterday, over 70 degrees. Jacob tells us that's the first time in February that that's ever happened. But now it's time for a reality check. Still February, and the warmer temps could not last forever. So today, Mother Nature's pulling a 180 on us, giving us some cold and windy conditions for your morning commute. Traffic seems to be moving nicely. There, you see. Temps have dropped over 50 degrees overnight. And meteorologist Jacob Madison is here with more. Good morning, Jacob.
Good morning, Shane. Yeah, right now we're in the teens, 13 degrees specifically in Madison. A few parts of our area have been close to the single digits, and it does look like Viroqua has hit 9 degrees. And these areas were also in the 70s yesterday. So we're talking about a 60-degree temperature swing for you folks off to the west. Also near the single digits further north. And looking at the temperature change from 24 hours ago, this is comparing the temperatures from yesterday morning. Obviously, it was colder in the morning than in the afternoon yesterday. Still looking at a temperature swing of around 35 degrees. Now, we don't have a graphic showing 12-hour temperature changes or 16-hour temperature changes, which is what the biggest temperature swing would be, but we're talking about temperatures up to 50 to 60 degrees colder than yesterday afternoon. Now, the big reason for that is because we did have a shift in the winds, a cold front move through, and the winds have been coming out of the northwest. So right now we're seeing wind speeds up to around 20 to 25 miles per hour. So it is pretty windy out there, up to 28 miles per hour in Viroqua, 29 in Dubuque. So there are some pretty gusty winds out there. And with the temperatures and the wind, we're talking about wind chill values below zero. That is right. The feels like temperatures have dropped by over 70 degrees since yesterday afternoon. This has been quite the extreme temperature drop, and I talked to Shane just a moment ago at the end of the previous half hour. This is unofficially the biggest temperature drop in Madison on record. Now, they don't really keep records of that, but they estimate it to be about 53 degrees before this last 12 hours. And right now we're talking about a temperature change of 57. So, I mean, it is extra. The difference is astonishing. And as we look at the current radar, we did have some snow roll through this morning, but it looks like most of that snow has cleared out. We're not expecting to see much precipitation for the rest of this week. We are expecting to see plenty of sunshine, and that's the case today. Although we're not going to see those temperatures warm up too much. We'll have highs in the 20s, but they'll be back above average tomorrow and continue to warm up after that. I'll have more details on the forecast coming up a little bit later.
All right, looking forward to that, Jacob. Thank you. And with those temperatures fluctuating so much this week, it's a great time to download the First Warn Weather app so you can be prepared before you step out the door. Just search for WISC Weather wherever you get your apps. At the Capitol, a new ethics complaint was filed against members of a group trying to unseat State Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. Political reporter Will Keneally breaks down the allegations and what they mean for the Republican dissenters.
I want the people to be able to choose.
Back in 2022, Adam Steen was the standard bearer for a group looking to oust Assembly Speaker Robin Vos, challenging him in the Republican primary for that Racine area district. A new complaint by the state's Ethics Commission alleges Steen's campaign and those supporting him, including a Trump fundraising committee, broke state campaign finance law. So if you want to donate directly to an assembly campaign, you have a limit of $1,000 you can give. If you give to a county party, you can donate as much as you want, and they can donate an unlimited amount to candidates. But to use this to skirt around campaign finance law is illegal.
It allows for these deep-pocketed individuals to be able to take their money. You can max out just as an individual, but then you can go ahead and just railroad money to the parties and through a variety of different committees.
The complaint says campaign backers were told to donate to the Langlade County Republican Party and put 63 on the memo line. That signaled to the county party to return that money back to Steen, who is running in the 63rd Assembly District race. An analysis by WISCPolitics.com found more than $44,000 was routed to the Steen campaign through Langlade County.
You can basically reroute the way in which money gets flooded into some of these elections. And so now you see outside money being poured in through committees, through certain coordinated campaigns.
That was Will Keneally reporting. The ethics complaint asks local district attorneys to investigate the campaign finance allegations and actually recommends charges against a notable Voss critic in the state assembly, as well as Steen and the Trump fundraising committee. Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is asking the Wisconsin Supreme Court to take up a case that could reinstate abortion rights here in the state. The ruling, originally made by a Dane County judge, determined that an 1849 law does not apply to abortions that the mother consents to. It was appealed shortly after by Sheboygan County District Attorney Joel Urmanski. All parties involved in the lawsuit have signed petitions to move this directly to the Supreme Court, hoping to get a ruling as quickly as possible. Senator Tammy Baldwin is speaking out about a recent reproductive health ruling. She's showing her support for protecting in vitro fertilization nationwide. Last week, the Alabama Supreme Court ruled frozen embryos are children, leaving many concerned about being held liable for wrongful death if they were to be destroyed. Senator Baldwin says this ruling stems from last year's overturn of Roe v. Wade, taking away women's reproductive rights across the nation and forcing doctors to cross state lines to perform the procedures.
Across this country, we have seen doctors leaving their home states to practice where they can do their jobs without interference from politicians, leaving women in already underserved areas with fewer options for basic care.
Today, Senate Democrats will attempt to pass legislation to protect IVF. Meanwhile, state lawmakers are looking to increase funding for organizations helping sexual assault survivors recover. The Senate committee that this bill is under will vote today on whether or not to bring the bill to the Senate. The bill would add over $25 million to grant programs that affect sexual assault recovery nonprofits over 2 years. It would also add an additional $150,000 a year to child advocacy centers that specialize in helping poorly treated children. Governor Tony Evers says he is prepared to veto a bill that would have provided tens of millions of dollars to fight PFAS pollution, but it would also have cut the State Department of Natural Resources enforcement power. The governor called the bill a poison pill and criticized the Republican-led legislature for blocking the $125 million for PFAS mitigation that was agreed to during budget negotiations. The governor urged Republican lawmakers to reach a compromise in order to unlock that funding. It's time now to check in with Midwest Farm Report's Pam Yankee.
A Wisconsin soybean grower is getting some national attention, and it's a story that you might want to lean in on. Tony Mellenthin is just outside of Menominee up in O'Galley. He sits on the United Soybean Board, representing not just Wisconsin, but soybean growers across the upper Midwest. He and his wife, Katie, are getting ready to welcome their third baby. When the United Soybean Board found out about it, they said, hey, do you mind if we try to use this event in your life as a platform to help people understand all the different products that soy can actually end up in. Now, they are redecorating 2 of their girls' rooms, as the girls would like, and then getting ready for the baby, which is due in the next month or so. They are using all kinds of soy-based products and trying to highlight that. They had a special home interior designer come in from California to help them select the products, as well as tell the story of all the different soy-based products that are available in the marketplace. If you just take a closer look, some of the products that they're focused in on range from some of the building construction materials, the insulating foam that's got a soy base, right on through to the actual baby's clothes that also have a soy-based product in it. So a lot of different ways that Tony Mellenthin and his wife Katie are telling the story of the diversity of soybeans in baby-based products. We wish them. There's Tony getting ready for baby number 3 with wife Katie. We'll let you know how that goes. And if they turn it into a television program or something that you'll be able to stream, I'll make sure I share that story with you as well. A Wisconsin soybean grower getting some national attention. Well, federal government getting a lot of attention. I'm just reminding all farmers, if this government shutdown comes to pass, this could impact the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Dairy farmers, today is the beginning of sign-up for the Dairy Margin Coverage Program. That's administered through your local Farm Service Agency office. Now, I would advise that if you want to get involved in that program, you start making calls to your FSA office today, if you haven't already, and try to get the paperwork rolling. Remember, if a government shutdown occurs, that could impact our staffs. Dairy Margin Coverage, they're telling me, might also give you a payment as soon as next week, March 4th, because remember, that's triggered back in January. So please, dairy producers, if you haven't already investigated, take a look at the Dairy Margin Coverage Program. And finally, technology. It's everywhere in agriculture, including when we have animals grazing. Joe Tomdell up in the Medford area has something he calls Paddock Track. It's technology he puts on his four-wheeler that allows him to go out and drive across the pasture and find out just exactly what shape that pasture is in. Should I have cattle on it? What are they going to get from it as far as nutrition? I think as we see these warmer temperatures, a lot of folks that are asking themselves that kind of question. Well, their technology can help. Remember, more food news anytime you want to. Come on over to MidwestFarmReport.com. Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook. There's a quick update on everything food-related on a Wednesday for the Midwest Farm Report. I'm Pam Yankee on News 3 this morning.
Thank you, Pam. Coming up after the break, the results from the first battleground primary, what they mean for the presidential hopefuls.
And the cold temperatures aren't going to last too long. I'll talk about when we will see the warm-up and how warm it will get coming up after the break.
A rookie stunt driver. Again. Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event.
Get a low $330 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Act fast. These President's Day offers end soon.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son. The fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in, they don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Classic rock.
Right, folks, you heard correct. Menards 11% off everything is happening now.
11% off everything is here. So start that makeover you've been talking about and transform the look of your bathroom or upgrade your garage with heavy-duty storage that you need for your ideal workspace. Now's the time to make your kitchen stand out and save big on the entire project. Hurry into Menards now for 11% off everything.
Save big money at Menards.
If you've been injured in a truck crash, you know what a life-changing experience it can be. What you may not know is that trucking law is extremely complex. We have a powerful team with the knowledge and resources needed to win. Don't wait. Call Gruber Law Offices today. We have a history of top-notch results and over 35 years of winning for injured people. And there's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A rookie stunt driver. Again. Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Act fast. These President's Day offers end soon.
Thursday at 10. You won't find it on any pharmacy shelf, but some say this prescription is doing what traditional medicine can't.
I do appreciate this. I feel really good.
I'll take you inside of a local hospital where healing hands are hard at work. We'll hear what this unique program means to a patient in pain and to volunteers whose therapeutic touch is making a powerful difference.
I couldn't imagine how fulfilling this would be.
Thursday on News 3 Now at 10.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Good morning, everybody. Here's one final look at the 3 things you need to know for the rest of this week. It's going to be cold today, but milder temperatures will return tomorrow, and they will continue to warm up after that. We also are going to see some pretty windy conditions, especially during the morning today and also later in the day tomorrow. So here's one final look at your bus stop forecast. It's going to be pretty chilly this morning. As I mentioned, it's also going to be windy. Temperatures will be in the teens as you head off to school. And as we look at the afternoon hours, they'll be in the 20s. Although we will see plenty of sunshine and the winds aren't going to be too bad in the afternoon. So here's a look at that wind gust forecast. Pretty gusty right now, up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. A little bit better this afternoon, but still a bit breezy. Wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour. It is going to improve overnight and early tomorrow, but later in the day tomorrow, those winds are going to pick right back up and possibly get even gustier during the evening as we could see wind gusts exceed 40 miles per hour at times. As we head into Friday, still going to see some windy conditions, maybe not quite as bad as Thursday evening, but still going to see wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour, and then it will slowly improve by Friday afternoon. And by the time we get to Saturday, still might see some gusty winds early, but it is going to improve by Saturday afternoon. So for today, we'll have sunny skies, high temperatures in the upper 20s, but tomorrow we'll see more sunshine and highs will be in the 40s. So it's going to be quite a bit warmer, and the temperatures will continue to warm up after that. Here's a look at the high temperature forecast over the next 10 days. 40s Thursday, 50s Friday, 60s Saturday and Sunday, possibly even Monday as well. Could get close to 70 on Sunday. And over the weekend, it should be fairly dry with our next chance of precipitation coming Sunday night. Almost a 0% chance of precipitation through Saturday night. So definitely enjoy the weather by the time it gets here on the weekend. The cold weather will really only be today. Now looking at the full 7 to 10 day forecast, it is going to be windy the next few days, but that will really be the only hazard starting for tomorrow. Obviously today will still be cold. And then for Saturday, not going to see as windy conditions, but seeing even warmer temperatures with more sunshine. A little cloudier Sunday, but still going to be very mild. Rain will move in Sunday night into Monday. And after the system clears out, we will see a bit colder temperatures for the middle of next week, but still above average for this time of the year. So in general, we're going to remain mild with only a few chances of rain.
All right, Jacob, thank you very much. Moving to campaign 2024 now, most major outlets have Donald Trump winning the first battleground primary over challenger Nikki Haley. And President Biden also taking the win despite activists pushing back. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill has more.
Another victory lap for President Biden and former President Trump, projected to win their Michigan primaries, putting us one step closer to a rematch in November.
I think we have a presumptive nominee.
On social media, Trump simply posted, "Thank you, Michigan," after picking up a 5th primary victory over his former UN ambassador, Nikki Haley. At an earlier campaign event in Colorado, Haley's supporters urged her not to drop out.
All right, y'all, I'm still standing here.
On the Democrat side, President Biden faced a key test from those who oppose his handling of Israel's war on Hamas in Gaza. Despite the landslide win, some activists in Michigan, home of the largest Arab American population in the U.S., are claiming a victory of their own. The campaign pushing past its goal of 10,000 voting uncommitted in protest.
This is the only way we can raise the flag to Democrats that you are going to lose unless you call for an ultimate ceasefire.
Earlier this week, the president said the U.S. and other nations are brokering a deal to pause fighting during the Muslim holy month of Ramadan in exchange for hostages.
We're close. We're not done yet. And my hope is by next Monday, we'll have a ceasefire.
While President Biden thanked the people of Michigan for exercising their right to vote in a statement last night and called attention to the United Auto Workers and abortion rights, he did not mention the war. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Our G7 partner.
Tomorrow, President Biden and former President Trump are expected to pivot their focus to immigration with dueling trips to the southern border in Texas. It's 6:48. You still have 2 days to nominate your favorite person, place, or thing for Madison Magazine's Best of Madison. You can nominate for a variety of categories: food, arts and entertainment, fitness, and much, much more. The Best of Madison poll will qualify vote-getters residing throughout Dane County and other counties, including Rock, Columbia, and Dodge. You can nominate once a day, today and tomorrow. After tomorrow, that will stop. You can find more details on how to cast your vote over on channel3000.com. Coming up in the morning sprint, an imminent government shutdown and how Congress plans to avoid it. And before we head to break, we want to wish a happy birthday to Brewer, who's turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us. We're back right after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin. At no fault of their own during the cold, thousands of Wisconsin residents in your community make the difficult choice between eating or heating their home. On March 13th, please join News 3 Now and support a day of warmth, benefiting the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. 95 cents of every dollar donated is used to help those in crisis. Give the gift of warmth. For more information, visit kwwf.org/donate. A day of warmth, sponsored by Veridian Homes and Melio's Sandwiches.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide, so there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan to call now.
Dear All-Wheel Drive, let's show the road what we've got. Snowy streets, we're coming for you. Icy grip, we're holding tight. Wintry mix, meh. Safety's the name of our game. Yours, Toyota All-Wheel Drive Sedans.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 60 months on a stylish new 2024 Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Do you feel like America is slipping away? Our country is facing enormous challenges. Our economy, our healthcare, crime, and open borders. Everything is going in the wrong direction. All Washington does is divide us and talk about who's to blame. And nothing gets done. That's not the country I know and love. I'm Eric Hovde. I'm running for the U.S. Senate. And I approve this message because I believe we need to come together and find common sense solutions to restore America.
Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they battle with the Bulls on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the Bucks head to the Windy City to tip off with their interstate rivals. It's a battle on the border. Bucks, Bulls on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 on Television Wisconsin.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
6:52, time for the morning sprint. A former supervisor at a Madison school for disabled children is charged in the sexual assault of a student. 29-year-old Jessica Cowbell was a special ed supervisor at the Richardson School during the time of the alleged incidents. Back in December, police received a tip about Cowbell having a sexual relationship with the student for a year and a half. She will be in court next Thursday. The trial for one of 2 men charged in a deadly shooting in Madison is underway. Devontae Gafford is charged with first-degree murder and having a gun as a convicted felon. Prosecutors say Gafford and Mark Parks Jr. were involved in the killing of 20-year-old Devon Grant on the city's east side last summer. Gafford is pleading not guilty. The trial is scheduled to end tomorrow. The FBI is offering a $15,000 reward for information leading to Elijah Vu's safe return. The 3-year-old went missing just over a week ago in Two Rivers. Elijah's mother and a man police say is her boyfriend are being held on bond and are charged with child neglect. If you have any information about Elijah's whereabouts, you should call Two Rivers Police. Former President Donald Trump took the first battleground primary over challenger Nikki Haley with about 68% of the vote. President Biden also took home the Democratic win despite a campaign to vote uncommitted. That campaign took about 13% of the votes for the Democratic side, which organizers are calling a win. Over 10,000 voters chose uncommitted for the Democratic nominee. Lawmakers might have a solution to avoid a partial government shutdown on Friday. House Speaker Mike Johnson's office says he's now open to a continuing resolution. The two-stage plan would give government agencies another week of funding so negotiations can continue on the wider government funding. Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is asking the Supreme Court to rule in a case to legalize abortion rights in Wisconsin. The lawsuit is over an appeal of a Dane County judge's ruling that an 1849 Wisconsin law does not cover consensual abortions. The ruling was appealed by Sheboygan County District Attorney Joel Ermansky in December. The Middleton Cross Plains School District is giving an update on its network issues that caused schools to close on Monday. It says a security incident knocked out parts of its network, including some security systems. The security systems have been back online now. More updates are expected in the next few weeks as the investigation continues. Cherry Starr has passed away. The widow of legendary Packers QB Bart Starr, Cherry was known for her involvement in the Green Bay community. After the death of Coach Vince Lombardi, Cherry dedicated much of her time to raising money for cancer research. She was 89 years old.
And here's one final look at your forecast. Plenty of sunshine for the rest of the week. Temperatures will slowly warm up. We'll be in the 20s today, 40s on Thursday, and then 50s Friday, 60s for the weekend. Sunday, it could possibly get to 70. Now, the rain should hold off until Sunday night, so we are going to see mostly dry conditions on Sunday, although we will start to see a little bit more cloud cover. Monday, the rain looks to continue, possibly a few thunderstorms. And then after that system clears out, we are going to see temperatures a little bit cooler with highs around 50 and slight chances of rain to end the week. However, still going to be above average for this time of the year. And in general, the above average temperatures look to continue with a few chances of rain, as I mentioned, Sunday and Monday, and then towards the end of next week and possibly towards next weekend, but still too far to say for sure.
All right. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're back with another news and weather update in 30 minutes.